Last episode is about how I developed my sense of humor. This episode, about how I became fucking crazy. A month had passed since the last Thanksgiving dinner. I was in my room while everyone else was downstairs, when I heard someone approach my bedroom. They opened up my door and I asked,
Fifth uncle, what are you doing in here?
"Come on now, boy, it's time to get skull-fucked in my shed."
But I don't want. I'm perfectly fine in my room.
"But you need to learn how to be a man. Besides, it's not like we're related. We're about 3 people apart when it comes down to blood." So then before I could do anything, he took a bat out of his ass and smacked me across the fucking head with it. I was barely conscious. He then picked me up and then carried me out the front door. Some people were curious about what he was doing. So then he responded with, from what I heard, while I was barely conscious once again, "Don't worry everybody, little Crude and I are just gonna go out to the shed. I gotta show him something really cool." And so after convincing him, he finally took me out to the shed, and before I knew it, he took out his dick and then fucked me in the stall with it. He then stuck it in my ass and fucked me harder than anything I'd ever felt in my life. Not like I had actually been fucked before, I was only a little kid at the time, but nonetheless it hurt like goddamn crazy. And after a few minutes, he was finally done, and then he bent down and whispered into my ear, "Happy Hanukkah, you little faggot." A few weeks later, Christmas had arrived, and we were gonna go to my 5th uncle's house to celebrate it. So then, seeing as this is the same guy that took me out to the shed, as soon as he saw me, when no one else was looking, he then grabbed me, and instead of taking me to a shed, he took me down to the basement. Now, the reason I wasn't aware of this actually happening at first was because I was drugged with chloroform, so obviously I was unconscious. So, as soon as we arrived in his basement, the first thing I noticed as I woke up was that not only was I naked, but he was wearing a Santa Claus outfit. He then looked down at me and said, "Little Crude, you've been a naughty little boy this year, but instead of giving you coal as a way to punish you, I'm gonna have to once again teach you how to be a man, all for your well-being."
But fifth uncle, I don't need any help with anything. I already know how to masturbate without any help at all. I taught myself while I was watching porn on the internet.
But what's the point of the internet if you can learn up close and personal?
But I don't need any help with anything. I know how to take care of myself. I don't need anyone to teach me how to be a man.
But we're gonna be shooting a really cool brand new film with you and me as the stars. You're gonna be the rape victim while I'm gonna be Santa Claus.
Really?
Yep.
What's it about?
It's a movie about jolly Santa Claus putting naughty little boys such as yourself in their place.
Like me? But I thought you said it was a movie.
It is a movie, all based on a true story. Now come here, you little bastard. And so he fucked me in the way he did before, and then he brought me back upstairs like nothing had ever happened. But before leaving me be, he bent down and whispered into my ear, "Hey Crude, one more thing. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." He then kissed me on the cheek and left. Also, no one else had ever found out considering he kept the entire thing a secret. So did I, considering he said he'd kill me if I didn't. Also, everyone else was okay with what had happened considering they all thought we were just bonding. And so, that led to me being completely fucked as a child and only getting crazier as I got older. And that's just how it is. Anyways, that's all I'd say. I hope you enjoyed the story and I'll see you all next time. Until then, I'm out.